Hello, third graders. Yesterday, when we left off, or where we left off, we had read a book about volcanoes, and our learning target was really I can identify the text structure of a book that I'm reading, and our success criteria is being able to fill in an organizer and being able to fill in an organizer about the text structure that we identified from yesterday. So, noticing that this thing, let me hit pause. Okay, that helps. Yesterday, we were using this activity, and you were asked to do the same thing with a book. What I am going to say is, I know from yesterday's video, I had mentioned for you to use the EPIC book that you were assigned, but really, you are going to use, not an EPIC book, but I wanted you to use a Raz-Kids book that you were assigned, but really, I'm saying that you can use an EPIC book, because we've noticed that when we read one of the books we're assigned in Raz-Kids, it just disappears. So you're going to use a nonfiction EPIC book. Just a reminder, nonfiction are books that give you information, they give you facts, they're teaching you about something. So make sure you're using a nonfiction book as opposed to fiction books, which tells you a story, and it has a beginning, middle, and end and characters. So you're picking nonfiction books from EPIC. So yesterday you were asked to pick a nonfiction book from EPIC, not from Raz-Kids, but from EPIC. And so you identified the structure yesterday. And what you're going to do today is you're going to pick the organizer that goes with the structure you identified yesterday. So for example, for our volcano book, and remember, there can be more than one text structure for a book. So the one, even with this book, they're definitely describing volcanoes throughout the entire book. Like that is a big text structure that I see presented in this book. With the way the facts are presented is through description. But I'm actually going to go with the compare and contrast, because that's another way that I saw the author present information, is they were comparing different volcanoes to one another. If I turn to the page where it initially talks about comparing volcanoes, it had said meet a volcano or three. Now with our compare and contrast Venn diagram, there really is only two that I'm noticing, two circles. So I'm really only going to compare two of the volcanoes to one another because it's kind of hard to do a Venn diagram with three circles. So I'm just going to stick with just the two. Looking at these volcanoes, I'm going to compare, a cone volcano to a strato volcano. So when I'm coming here to my organizer, I'm going to use the one that says compare and contrast, and I'm going to type in my name here. So my name is Miss Wagner. And I'm going to type in the title of the text. And the title of this book is at the very top of this. It says National Geographic Readers Volcanoes. So I'm going to type in the name of the book here. I'm going to get rid of this part and type National Geographics. And should my spelling be correct? Absolutely. The spelling is right here as to the name of it, so I should be spelling it exactly correct. National Geographic Readers Volcanoes. So National Geographic's Readers Volcanoes. Now, my two volcanoes, so the topics is what's being compared. So I'm going to compare a cone volcano. Let me take this part out. Cone volcano. And I'm going to kind of stretch this text box out a little bit to make it fit better. And I'm comparing it to should these be spelled correctly? Yes, they're right in the book. To a stratovolcano. So let me turn back to my topic. And I'm going to type in stratovolcano. I noticed it was all one word, which I thought was interesting. All right, so stratovolcano. So I'm going to compare these two to each other. Now, the thing that's the same is going to go right here between the Venn diagram, and the things that are different are going to go on the outside. So first, I'm going to read about them before I start comparing. So a cone volcano has straight sides. Really? So I'm going to look at this this little photograph as I'm reading about it. A cone volcano has straight sides and tall, steep slopes. So slopes is how it goes down. Steep slopes. Okay. These volcanoes have beautiful eruptions. How can a volcano have beautiful eruptions? Hot ash and rocks shoot high into the air. Is that what makes it beautiful? Lava flows from the cone. One day, a cone volcano started erupting in a field in Mexico. It erupted for 9 years. Okay, so let me go to now. So before I start filling in my organizer, I need to read about the other volcano. A stratovolcano is like a layer cake. It's like a cake. First, lava shoots out. That kind of reminds me of the other one. The lava shooting out. Oh no, this one, the lava, hot ash and rocks shoot high in the air. The lava flows from the cone. So in this one, the lava shoots out and coats the mountain. Then come rock and ash, then more lava. The mountain builds up with layers of rock, rock, and ash. There's a myth about Vulcan, a Roman god of fire and iron. He lived under Vulcan Island near Mount Etna. Every time Vulcan pounded his hammer, a volcano erupted. The word volcano comes from the name Vulcan. Okay, so now it's time for me to compare these two volcanoes to each other. So when I'm coming back to my organizer, one thing that I am going to say, and I'm going to use bulleted points because you don't have to write using complete sentences. I'm going to use this little asterisk here, but actually, let me see if, let me move this out of the way. Insert, let me see if there's a way that you're able to get symbols. So I'm going to do Shift 8 because it helps that little asterisk appear. Another thing you could do is just a dash. So whatever works for you is fine with me, but you're going to want to figure out a way to separate your ideas. They don't all clump up together and then you're not sure about what you're saying. So I think I'm going to use Shift 8, which is creates a star. And I'm going to say one thing that's the same about them is that they are both volcanoes. Notice how I didn't do an uppercase letter because really, I mean, we're not writing complete sentences. We don't even need periods. You're just listing ideas. It's kind of like a grocery list. You're making a list. Let me come back to this. So, not all volcanoes are the same. Oh, wait. A cone volcano has straight sides and tall. Now, looking at this volcano, this does not have straight sides. And here I'm going to infer that this is like the big part of the volcano, and it does not have straight sides. So when I come back to my organizer, one thing I'm going to say over here is that, and really, third graders, have your goal kind of be to create, if you can, 3 things in each section. So 3 things. So for me, that would be 3 things about the cone volcano that's different from the stratovolcano. Maybe 3 things that are the same between the both of them. And then 3 things just about the stratovolcano that's different from the cone volcano. So for the cone volcano, it said that, let me go back. And notice how I have to keep coming back to the book. Don't do it all from your memory, learners. You have the book right in front of you. Just kind of, and I'm going to move this up so that you can see. Can I move it up? No. But just kind of go back and forth between your tabs if you can. So the cone volcano, go back. It has straight sides. So I'm going to say it has straight sides. Notice again, I'm not writing using complete sentences. I'm just listing ideas. Has tall with steep slopes. I'm wondering if the other one is tall with steep slopes. So a stratovolcano is like a layer cake. First, lava shoots out. Okay, this one's talking about the lava. So let me go fast forward to the lava part because I'm not quite sure if it's tall, if it's steep. I don't know about that stuff. So let me move on. These volcanoes have beautiful eruptions. Hot ash and rocks shoot high in the air. Hot ash and rocks shoot high in the air. So let me go back to the other volcano. Lava shoots out and coats the mountain, then come rock and ash. So they both have rock and ash. Are they both shooting out? You know what? But there's something that I could put a similarity. So they are both volcanoes. They both have rock. They both have rock that come out. I don't know if the other one says it shoots out. That's my only thing about using the word shoots. Lava shoots out, then come rock and ash. I don't know if the rock and the ash are just kind of flowing out on the lava. I don't know that they shoot out. So that part I'm not quite sure about, but I know it comes out. So they both have rock that come out. They both have ash that come out. And you know what? I'm going to add the word lava to one of these because I'm going to try to just keep it to 3. Feel free to do more than 3 though. They both have lava. They both have rock and lava that come out. Well, okay. Lava shoots out. Did the other one have lava shooting out? Hot ash and rock shoot high in the air. Lava flows from the cone. So this one, the lava is flowing from the cone, and the other one, the lava is shooting out from the cone. Let me double check. The lava shoots out. Okay, so maybe that could be a difference. Maybe is that with this one, the lava flows out. Lava flows out of the volcano. And with this one, the lava shoots out. Lava shoots out of the volcano. And let me go back. It's like a layer cake. Lava shoots out and coats the mountain. Then come rock and ash. Then come rock and ash. Then more lava. Huh. So lava, rock and ash, lava. That's what makes it seem like a cake. The mountain builds up with more layers of lava, rock, and ash. Does this one have layers? One day, it doesn't seem like this one has the layers. So maybe that could be a difference, maybe, is that lava comes out and then rock and ash and then more lava. So lava, so this one has layers. So and I'll say lava, rock and ash, and then more lava. And that could be maybe another difference. Has layers like a cake. Like a cake. Okay, let me go back. Then more lava. The mountain builds up with layers. Does this one have the mountain building up with layers? A cone volcano has straight sides and tall. Okay, that one's tall. Is this one tall? This one doesn't really look tall, so I might maybe say that's another difference, is that this one is tall and steep. Okay, so I have 3 listed for the cone volcano, 3 things that are similar or the same. I only have 2 for things that are different, so let me see if I can find anything else. A stratovolcano is like a layer cake. First lava shoots out and coats the mountain, then come rock and ash, then more lava. The mountain builds up with layers of lava, rock, and ash. This one, it says the mountain's building up. And you know what? I don't know, does this one build up? One day a cone volcano started erupting in a field in Mexico. It erupted for 9 years. When it stopped, it was almost as high as the Empire State Building. Okay, there's another thing that's the same, is they both build up. They both build up as they are erupting. They both build up as they erupt. As they erupt. So that's something that's the same. I don't know that I can find another difference between the 2. Let me flip back. Cone volcanoes, straight sides and tall, steep slopes. These volcanoes have beautiful eruptions. I mean, beautiful eruption, but some might say that this looks kind of beautiful in a weird way. So I'm not going to I'll leave that part out so far. Hot ash and rock shoot high. Lava flows from the cone. One day a cone volcano started erupting in field of Mexico. It erupted for 9 years. This doesn't talk about how long they can erupt, so I can't really say that's a difference because it doesn't really talk about it. When it stopped, it was almost as high as the Empire State Building. Let me look at the caption down here, the hot fact. Even though Paracoutin stopped exploding in 1952, the ground around it is still hot. Scientists guess that Paracoutin spit out 10 trillion pounds of ash and rock. A stratovolcano is like a layer cake. First lava shoots out, coats the mountain, then come rock and ash, then more lava. The mountain builds up with layers of lava, rock, and ash. There is a myth about Vulcan. Okay, that doesn't help me. So you know what? I'm thinking my other one with my difference, I'm only going to be able to say 2 because I really don't see anything else that's different between the 2. All right, learners, so that's what you're going to be doing today. Your job is to take the structure that you came up with yesterday and apply it to one of the organizers. Happy learning, learners!